Hello, my name is Daniela Michelle Macas Castillo, and I will share a story in which I will explain examples of agreement and examples of government. I will divide the story in two parts to understand first the case of agreement and second the case of government. So this would be the story of Rosa's family. This is the first part. In this brief story, I'm going to tell you about my friend Rosa. Rosa is 20 years old. She has two brothers and one sister. They live in Loja. Her father is Luis. Her mother is Marta. Her father and her mother work hard. Luis is a doctor. Luis works in a hospital. Marta is a teacher. She works in a private high school. Rosa and her sister are university students. Rosa's brothers are in elementary school. Her brother Alex is 10 years old. He likes studying math and science. And on the other hand, her brother Marco doesn't like math. Marco loves playing soccer. They like swimming and playing video games. Rosa likes playing basketball. She enjoys playing basketball with her friends. Rosa, as well as her sister, cleans the house on weekends. Neither his colleagues nor Luis works on weekends. They rest at home. However, Luis sometimes has to travel to other places because of different emergencies. He also has to travel to other cities and countries because of training. Okay. So in the first part, we have many cases of agreement. I will immediately explain some of them. For example, they live in Loja. In this case, the verb form live is in agreement with they, because they is plural, so the verb goes without the s. Then it is in agreement with the subject in plural. They live. With example, her father and her mother work hard. In this case, subjects are singular. Her father is singular, her mother is singular, but they are connected by and. So we use the plural form of the verb work. In the case Luis works in a hospital is the opposite case, we can say, because the verb form works is in agreement with the subject in singular Luis. So Luis is singular, then the verb goes in a singular form. Yes. In the next example, Rosa, as well as her sister, cleans the house on weekends. In this case, a singular subject is separated by the phrase as well as her sister. Therefore, the verb cleans remains in agreement with Rosa, with the subject Rosa, because this phrase as well as her sister is an acceleration and goes between the commas, but we are talking about Rosa. So Rosa cleans the house on weekends. Yes, so the verbs goes in agreement with the subject, with the singular subject, Rosa. Rosa and her sister are university students. It's similar as the case of her father and her mother work hard, because subjects are singular. Rosa and her sister are singular subjects, but they are connected by and. Therefore, we use the plural form of the verb to be, that is are. It's like we are saying, for example, they are university students. So Rosa and her sister are university students. Are is in agreement with the two subjects. And the last example, neither his colleagues nor Luis works on weekends. In this case, we have plural, his colleagues, and a singular subject, that is Luis. We have two subjects. But in this case, the verb works agrees with the noun closest to it. In this case, Luis. If we have, for example, neither Luis nor his colleagues, the verb would be work. Neither Luis nor his colleagues work on weekends, because his colleagues would be the noun, the closest noun to the verb. But in this case, the closest the closest noun is Luis. So the verb is on singular. Okay, the second part of the story is Rosa's sister is studying architecture. Her name is Karen. Rosa is studying law. She wants to be an excellent lawyer. The parents of Rosa are very proud of their children. Rosa and Karen always help each other. Karen is very good at drawing and painting. Karen has many friends in the university. Rosa has a boyfriend. His name is Arturo. Arturo is a student. Arturo likes playing the guitar. He also likes playing basketball. Rosa and Arturo enjoy going out with friends. They like cycling and running together. They also enjoy cooking on weekends. Rosa's bicycle was very old, so she had many problems with that bicycle. Then Rosa bought a new bicycle. Now she does not have any problems with the new bicycle. In addition, Arturo bought Rosa a new cycling helmet. It was a birthday present and she likes her new cycling helmet. In the second part, I will specifically analyze 6 examples of government. We have 4 cases: genitive, nominative, accusative, and dative cases. In this first example, Rosa's bicycle was very old and the parents of Rosa are very proud of their children. We are talking about a genitive case because in the first example, it shows a possession or an ownership in the apostrophe S, Rosa's bicycle. So we use the apostrophe to use or to show possession. We are talking about that the bicycle is of Rosa. So this is a genitive case. Also, in the parents of Rosa are very proud of their children. This is also a genitive case because it shows possession or ownership. We talk about the parents of Rosa. So we use of to show possession too. In the second case about nominative, we have, for example, Rosa has a boyfriend. This is a nominative or subjective case because Rosa is a noun used as a subject. As we can see, Rosa is the subject in the sentence, has is the verb, and the boyfriend is the complement, we can say. So we are talking about Rosa, about what has Rosa. We can say also Rosa has a pet, Rosa has something else, but we are talking about noun and subject Rosa. In the case of Arturo is a student. This is a nominative case in which we have a subject Arturo and a subject complement. We complement what some qualities of Arturo. In this case, that he is a student. We can also say Arturo is tall, Arturo is a good boyfriend. So yes, in this case, we talk about the subject and the subject complement. Then these 2 cases are a nominative of government case. In accusative, Rosa bought a new bicycle. This is an accusative case in which we have the noun bicycle affected by the action described in the verb bought. So in this case, a new bicycle is the direct object because it's directly affected by the action of the transitive verb buy, in this case, bought. So yes, we are talking about this direct object in the sentence. We're talking that she bought a new bicycle. This is the object, the direct object. And in the second, in accusative and dative, Arturo bought Rosa a new cycling helmet. This is an accusative and dative case in which we have a direct object and an indirect object. If we ask, what did Arturo buy Rosa? The answer is the new cycling helmet. So a new cycling helmet is the direct object. We are talking that he bought a new cycling helmet. But if we ask to whom, to whom did Arturo buy the new cycling helmet? The answer will be Rosa. So she is the indirect object. We can understand the sentence only by Arturo bought a new cycling helmet, and that would be an accusative case. But if we specify to whom, Rosa would be the answer, and that would be the indirect object of the sentence. If we, for example, if we say Rosa bought a new bicycle to her sister, then to her sister or her sister would be the indirect object, because the new bicycle is what we are talking about in the sentence. That's all for the explanation, and thank you for listening to me.